New spin on casual dining near Drake University. Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers. Craveable faves, flatbreads, delicious burgers, frozen cocktails, and a crazy cool vibe. Get to Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers today.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
The Chicken in Orilla is a classic roadhouse joint serving chicken any way you want. All hand-cut, hand-breaded, and 100% satisfying. Chicken, just like your mama used to make. Bring the whole fam for all their favorites, and chicken so good you'll know why we could only call ourselves the Chicken. In the middle of nowhere, but just minutes from everywhere.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Good evening. Welcome to Valley Stadium in West Des Moines. It's time once again for Des Moines Menace Soccer. Tonight they'll be taking on Wichita FC here, and it's all these weeks where they have two games coming right together here. Dar Danielson with you along with Ami. He's with the Des Moines Menace Club, and two games. You got the Wednesday and a Friday. Yep. Today is Wednesday, right?
Yeah. It is, yeah.
And so that means one of those times we'll see them juggle the lineup around a little bit, and then there's a few injuries they juggle around too. But, again, we talked about at the depth of this squad that they're able to do that and move things around a little bit for these two games.
Yeah, you'll see two equally strong teams. You know, it's not a case of playing your strongest team today and maybe a semi-backup team on Friday. They're going to balance it out as best they can. Use the depth within the squad. Obviously, there's players like Kingsford Adjay who is out injured, and that's going to be one to replace. But the team's more than capable. There's going to be two, as I said, equally strong teams today and Friday, so they're in pretty good shape.
You got the difference in experience here. The Menace, a long-time team, Wichita is their first year in USL 2 play here, so and the first time these two teams have met, so a little bit different kind of level of experience. As you said, they're all good players, but just a little bit different level of the Menace. You know, they've had the seasons where they're leading now here in the Heartland Division, so just a little bit of maybe different mindset here as Wichita has to come in here and go after the
I'm
top
pretty
dog.
sure, you know, that there's not a great deal of what to expect in terms of Wichita. As you've said before, all we've got to go off is just watching them against other teams. We haven't played them yet. I think they're 0-5 possibly, but the Heartland Division is a very, very tough division. Green Bay is obviously capable of picking up points. St. Louis is a very good team. Core Valley and, of course, Chicago. So, they're going to find it tough, but, it's going to be a tough game against Des Moines.
We'll mention that tonight, Pride Night, you have the jersey on here that everybody be wearing. A little bit different tonight. The dark color may be a little warm out there. The heat index was at 92 just a little bit ago when I checked it. But, again, conditioning in that and depth will come into play here tonight.
Sure.
So we're getting ready for the kickoff of this match here tonight. The Des Moines Menace, they're looking to go to 7-0 on the season and stay atop the Heartland Division here as Wichita looking to be the upset, pull the upset here tonight against the Menace. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more on our pregame after this on CISN.TV.
Used vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel, dent, and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Pizza by the rules? No thanks. That's never been our style. At Fong's, we're all about making great pizza with handmade crust and premium toppings. From a new spin on the classics and truly Iowan originals to our world-famous crab rangoon, this is how Fong's does pizza. Side your pizza with one of our signature appetizers and a tiki drink. Eat in or take out. Ankeny, Drake neighborhood on Forest, and downtown. Fong's Pizza.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
With over 260 beers on tap, El Bait Shop isn't just another craft beer bar. It's the best. Beer lovers know El Bait Shop, 200 Southwest 2nd, Des Moines.
Here at Valley Stadium, as you see our backs there, they got my best side on that shot, the back of my head.
As long as they got my number 10, that's what important.
They got you. Get D'Artagnan's in here with Ami as we get ready to kick off this match. You see there the Menace against FC Wichita. And when you have 2 games coming within a short period, do you switch up the training then? Obviously, you change that up a little bit too, right? Because you don't want to wear guys out in between games and when you're going. I
mean, yeah, you want to keep training as closely related to the games as possible, so that's what they're going to continue to do.
Let's see the Heartland Division standings here. Des Moines with the perfect slate right across there. Chicago is in second. St. Louis, Caw Valley, which the Menace just took 2 from here. The first one a 1-0, and then the game we did the other night, 2-0 win against Caw Valley, and that was a battle there. Green Bay, 0-5-1, and Wichita, 0-4. But the thing that, as a player, you can't do is look at these standings because you start thinking, we just show up, we're 6-0, and just show up on the field, and we're going to take this match.
Yeah, you have to approach every game like it's the last. Every focus is on the next game. As soon as this one is finished, I'm sure the focus will be on Friday. The wins that have come, the past 6, they're forgotten about now. They're in the book, so now it's time to look ahead and concentrate on getting a win here before anything else.
And in these games, you get guys who sometimes, when you have a single game, don't play as much. Is this their chance to kind of show a little bit more, too, of what they can do in the game situation?
Exactly that. This week especially, past 2 weeks, I should say, there's been a lot of games, and there's still games to be played in the future. So, yeah, it's an opportunity for those to mix the squad up and maybe use players that won't get as many minutes as usual. As it is for the starting players who you'll see regularly, it's a good opportunity for them to get some rest and start preparing for the next closing of the season and into the playoffs, hopefully.
What is the mood? You're around these guys. Obviously good when you haven't lost a match yet and only given up 3 goals. But what is their mood right now?
They're all very, very positive. I'm in and around the boys every day, and the determination to win is there more than ever. You've got the leaders in the camp who are the statures. They're the role models that are forcing this team forward. Jordan Skelton, James Thomas. They're the voice in the locker room. They're the voice on the training field. They're the ones pushing the team and giving the team the intention to win this whole thing. And in order to do that, you need to take the games, as they come, one at a time, and that's the focus. So yeah, the camp around this, especially this week, is focused on this game, and the camp tomorrow, and probably the camp tonight is Friday. That's the focus. So they're very focused, very positive, and hopefully they'll keep that going.
It's probably like me with donuts. I eat one and it's good, and I just want more. You get a win, and you just get to that point where, yeah,
that's the thing.
You're
and
expecting to win,
donuts,
and if you put in the work, you go out, right?
Yeah, as you use donuts, there's only so many you can have before. You got to be careful you don't get sick of them. So.
Yeah. But I don't think you never get sick of winning, though, do you?
Oh, yeah. You can't take it for granted. You cannot take it for granted.
All right, we're getting ready here on a warm night. Fans coming in the shaded side here of the stadium. And we'll take another break, and we'll do that, and we'll come back with more, and we'll have starting lineups and kickoff. That's all coming up here on CISN.TV.
More Iowa in the Iowa Tap Room than you may realize. Housed in a building nearly as old as Iowa itself, the Iowa Tap Room greets you with a harvest of 120 Iowa craft beers on tap from all corners of the state. And the food doesn't get much more Iowa than this. The Iowa Tap Room, all Iowa beer, one amazing place.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Here at Valley Stadium, getting ready for this USL 2 matchup. The Moines Menace hosting FC Wichita. Dar Danielson here, Ami with me, as the teams are out the middle of the field getting ready for starting lineups here. We'll introduce the two clubs for you. Menace, as we said, 6-0. Wichita at 0-4. Coming in here tonight. And just a second, we'll go to our public address announcer, and he'll bring us the lineups.
The starters for FC Wichita. Number 73, the goalkeeper, Walid Beirut. Number 3, Luke Mills. Number 4, Joshua Frederick. Number 6, Victor Olufemi. Number 8, Kate Martin. Number 9, Juan Zamora. Number 10, Ryan Hughes. Number 13, Dominic Zunic. Number 16, Luke Morgan. Number 20, Benjamin Ando. And number 22, Eric Carter. Wichita is coached by 2011 Menace alumni, Brian Perez. He is assisted by Fred Piaf, Kieran Laking, and Kyle Eno. And now, your 2021 the Moines Menace! The starters for your Menace. Number 3, Captain Sibbert Howley. Number 16, Captain James Thomas. Number 1, the goalkeeper, Ethan Bondre. Number 2, Alberto Suarez. Number 5, Danny Fernandez. Number 7, Nil Ajax. Number 11, Siva Andresen. Number 12, Lucas Porter. Number 13, Manel Busquets. Number 14, Chandler O'Dwyer. And number 17, Alex Cordano. And let's hear it for the Menace's mascot, Maniac! The Menace are led by the USL League 2 May Coach of the Month, Mark McKeever. Coach McKeever is assisted by Keith Gray and Jesse Goldman. Tonight's referees are Isad Omanovich, Amos Purcell, Sean Giza, and Rich Boyer. Fans, at this time, we ask that all who are able to, please rise for the national anthem.
The Chicken in Orilla is a classic roadhouse joint serving chicken any way you want. All hand-cut, hand-breaded, and 100% satisfying. Chicken, just like your mama used to make. Bring the whole fam for all their favorites, and chicken so good you'll know why we could only call ourselves the Chicken. In the middle of nowhere, but just minutes from everywhere.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does.
In 10 minutes or less, let Schottenkirk Chevy make you an offer on the spot for your vehicle regardless of make, model, condition, or value. With our early lease termination program, we can help you get out of your lease whether you bought from us or not. Click, call, or stop in to get an offer for your car in 10 minutes or less.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
There's more Iowa in the Iowa Tap Room than you may realize. Housed in a building nearly as old as Iowa itself, the Iowa Tap Room greets you with a harvest of 120 Iowa craft beers on tap from all corners of the state. And the food doesn't get much more Iowa than this. The Iowa Tap Room, all Iowa beer, one amazing place.
Is this guy a contractor who does good work or a contractor who needs work? For a reliable recommendation, trust the Better Business Bureau, protecting consumers for over a century. When you go to bbb.org to check out a business, you'll learn if it's BBB accredited, see its grade on customer service, and read honest, useful reviews from local people. For online recommendations you can trust, start with trust at bbb.org/Iowa.
Valley Stadium, we're set to kick it off here tonight. The Des Moines Menace looking for lucky number 7 to go 7-0 here in this season as they're facing Wichita FC tonight. They're 0-4 coming into it. Wichita in the red uniforms, dark uniforms for the Menace. Just about set to go. Ami, final thoughts on these two teams and what each of them needs to do here to be successful tonight?
Yeah, this is the first time we've played Wichita, and all we can go off is how they've performed against other teams. So the Des Moines Menace, they need to go at this game like it's any team they're playing. They have to go at this exactly how they would against Chicago, exactly how they would against Green Bay. No matter who the opponent, they have to keep to their identity, keep to their shape, listen to their coach, and execute those tactics as if they would any other opponent.
And for Wichita, you got nothing to lose. Come out, play your best game
here. It's been an unfortunate start for them. Obviously, This is their first year in the USL 2.
Sometimes you go through some of those growing pains as you get together here.
Yeah.
But you always want to test yourself against the best. And right now the Menace are up on top there, and you can see how well they can play and how you can match up against them here tonight.
If you want to make a name for yourself, this is the team to do it against. So, Des Moines Menace, number 1 in the power rankings. If you can get a result here, that'll definitely raise a few eyebrows.
About set to go. Menace will kick it off. And they'll go from south to north here. A little bit of a breeze blowing across. Feels pretty good up here in the press box as we're underway with the Menace. Hogley back there in the middle as they'll work it up. Fernandez. He'll switch fields across. Back outside. Up ahead. Corvino sends it through. Cross. Nobody there for the Menace to run a little early there. Now back and wide.
It's a great early opportunity there. Straight away, you can see the difference in the quality that the Des Moines Menace have out wide.
That was Ayats.
That was Neil Ayats who took the effort, yeah.
And
great delivery from Alex Oveno from the left.
I haven't seen him play. He hasn't played at home yet here, so. But you're saying good things about him, so he's got to be good.
He is a very good player, yeah, from Barcelona, Spain. Has that Spanish identity within the way he plays, and that just shows you the depth within this Des Moines Menace squad.
Here's the corner, swinging in, and taken by the keeper, Walid Baru.
Straight away there, you see the chances coming from wide areas. The Des Moines Menace need to execute those more often throughout this game. James Thomas, Alex Oveno down those either sides are more than capable of creating chances.
Knocked down by the Menace. Outside to Corvino. He'll drop it back. And they'll switch fields. And quickly up the sideline for Busquets. Knocked away. Zinzik down there was defending. Now taken away. Back to the middle. Goal!
Straight away there, you see the effect, the sort of players that Neil Ayats has on the field. It's his first goal at home, second of the season. You know, it just proves in the quality he has there, not to just put his foot through that. He's placed that in the bottom corner, used the side of his foot. It's an exceptional composure in the box. And
yeah, let's see the replay on that.
Yeah.
Came down and right through.
It's so easy to get excited in those sorts of situations and put the ball over the target.
Yeah, overhit it or get over the top. Yep, you're right.
So he's done very, very well to compose himself there and just put that past the keeper.
So the Menace go up here 1-0 early. In the third minute. Now pressure Andreessen, pressuring back up top.
Yeah, the high press on Des Moines was the result of that goal. You know, that started with Neil Ayats winning the ball high up the field. And that's what created that chance.
Looking for the throw here.
Tonight we give a special welcome to all Prado associates.
Andreessen drops it back.
Thank you for joining us.
We'll take it all the way back. Moving that defense around. Oop, a little bit of miss. Hit there, but he recovers.
He's done well there, Chandler O'Dwyer.
O'Dwyer, yeah. Came to him quicker than he thought, but he kept his balance, kept the ball.
It's good to see him get an opportunity out there. He's definitely good enough. I know he's well supported by family, girlfriend, friends. Abby Ray watching from Boston. It's great to see him out there. He's more than capable of taking this game into his stride. Hopefully he can show his quality today.
Outside wide there. Back to the middle. Menace keep control. Up ahead. Whoop, just a little too much there. And Menace win it back. And official says play on.
Straight away. You see the numbers pressing from Des Moines. They're pressing as a team, 3 or 4 players at one time.
Right up quick, aren't they? Yeah.
No space, no time for Wichita to play.
As soon as the ball gets to the feet of Wichita, they're right there, aren't they? Yeah. They don't even have time to look up the field and find somebody.
That's
get rid of the
exactly
ball.
what Coach McKeever will want them to do.
Here's the throw in. Headed up. Fernandez. Now on the outside, but that will go out and back to the Menace as Ryan Keto trying to make a run there, but shut off by the defense. Andreessen keeps it alive. Right into. Yes, we've seen that a couple times tonight. Players close and hammering that ball in there. Getting used to a little bit different lineup, too, I think, and where people are going to be, maybe.
Yeah, you have to tidy those touches up, tidy those passes up.
Hervino outside. Drops it back to O'Dwyer, now over to the far side. Looking for Andreessen up there in the middle, and that's going to go wide and out. And Walid Baru will take the kick for Wichita. Red Army out in force again here tonight.
Didn't forget their drums, did they?
No. Oh, that's their trademark. Battle for it in the midfield. Wichita.
No way out again for Wichita. So little space for them to play in. It's a great press from Des Moines.
Just a black ring around him right there as he was trying to move the ball. And drop it back over to Suarez. And outside. Working it up. Andreessen up there, up top. Send it over to, tried to get it over to Horvino, but Cade Martin heads it away. They've yet to be able to handle it and get it into their half.
Yeah, Wichita are struggling to get out of their half right now. Losing the ball in dangerous areas, can't really get out. There's not a lot of space for them to play in. It's a good start from Des Moines Menace.
Pressure works again. Borner takes it, sends it outside. Des Moines again working that right side. Dwyer. And that'll stay with the Menace. Throw in, Menace trying to work down there. Wichita now will try to turn it and move it back up. Under pressure again. Good back pass there, but that's the first time they've got several passes strung together before they've lost possession. There's Andreessen taken away. And Horvino comes over. Wichita. Drop it back, trying to work through that defense, but the pressure again. Letting them advance. Andreessen comes over, sends it over to Horvino.
There's a lot of space for Des Moines to play in. Out wide, down the middle. They can utilize that and move the ball a little faster to go into those spaces.
Inside and then turns, and that'll be a goal kick.
That's a corner.
Or was it a corner? Oh, did he touch that? Okay, second corner of the night then for
it's the left foot of Alex Herreno going to take this. I can almost guarantee the quality is going to be there. He has an amazing technique.
He's set. And swings it back in and almost had it a second time there. But the keeper, Baru, gets to it. And he'll send it up the field into a bit of a wind playing that way. Morgan sends it outside. Quickly taken back into Andreessen. Oh, almost looped it up over the top to Andreessen. And there's a foul called on Wichita. Menace setting up the free kick.
Again with the height of Andreasen, Sivert Haugli. There's a lot to target for in the box.
Here's the whistle. And wide. Just wide of the mark there. Nobody able to get in and get a head on it. The boot just...
It's a good jump from Chandler in the middle.
Just barely getting to the half line. Poke it up ahead. Battles for it. Just gets. And knocked by the defender.
Manel Busquets does very well there to hold off the defenders and get himself through. It's good strength on display, aggression.
Wichita trying to move quickly, but stepping in front. Up ahead. Gets the keeper out. Goal!
That's incredible play from the wing back, James Thomas. Don't see him on the score sheet very often. It's great to see. I know his family back home is watching and will enjoy that one. Diane, I hope you enjoyed that.
First goal of the season here, and let's check out the replay on it.
Wins the ball on very high up the field again with that pressure.
And
you'd think he does that often, the way he took that goal.
Well, Andreesen kind of playing the holding in there, keeping the defense looking at him.
Right.
So they couldn't come over, and he kind of looks like he knows how to handle that ball, doesn't he?
That's one for the memory books.
James Thomas.
He deserved that.
Puts it in there.
He's had a great season. Captain, leader. Deserved that very much. I'm sure we'll never hear the end of that one.
New Hampshire University grad, right? And
yep. Han Young Harris. Played with Coach McKeever 2.5 years there.
Now up the sideline, Horvino couldn't quite walk the tightrope there. And hello to all the friends, family members, people watching out there, wherever you may be.
Yep, it's great support that they show the boys. It's a lot of sacrifices that they've made out there to be here tonight.
Yeah, you spend a lot of time away from home, don't you?
Yeah, you're right.
Suarez sends it up ahead now. We'll drop it back to him again.
And that's the first touch for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Bandre gets to see the ball for once here. And now up the right side with it is Zuncic. And good defending there, keeps it away. It's Wichita. back inside. There'll be a foul on the Menace, the first one tonight. It's the best offensive action we've seen so far here tonight out of Wichita.
Let's see if they can make these set pieces count. From the start of the game, I've kind of gathered the thoughts that they're not going to get many chances this game, so if they can make these set pieces count, I'm sure it'll add a bit of pressure onto the Menace.
Set up. Swinging in toward, looking in the corner. Andreessen gets the head on that right in front of Zunzik. And clears that out. That was a good delivery online over to Zunzik, but Andreessen put the big frame in front of it and said no. Here's the throw in by Wichita. Headed around and be a foul called on Wichita. It'll be free kick for the Menace as they put it in play quickly here. Drop it back. At the border. Is there a particular reason they like the right side? Is it the way they like to set up the offense, or is it personnel? Or
I don't think there's much of a preference. Yeah. You know, there's either wide areas. That's the reason they play the wing backs, to try and utilize that space on the outside. And yeah, equally, James Thomas on the right, Alex Ovino on the left. It's quality there. So yeah, there's no preference. I believe it's just where the space opens
wherever
up.
you're working it, whichever opens up for you. Huh?
Yeah. We play with the box midfield, of course, so a lot of space does open up around those wide areas.
Ovino sends it back in to the middle there for Hughley. Now up ahead.
That's a great ball.
Knocked away by the defender.
Again, there's no options there for Wichita to get through. Won the ball high up the field.
Menace take it in Andreessen. He's still battling for it there. They try to send it out. But Fernandez steps in there.
He's done well there, Danny Fernandez.
Drop back. Now outside to Horvino. Slides by one. Runs into another, and then the third man's able to finally take it away, but the Menace don't let him get far. Back through there, almost snuck it through.
Wichita need a little bit of possession here. They need to compose themselves, stop trying to force it forward, move the ball a little, get a few touches, and just settle themselves down here.
Set it outside to Horvino. Right there, he turns it around.
There's a lot of space on the edge of the box there for Neil.
Inside and back, and good job by the defender to come over and clear that out. Looking for Andreessen, knocked away. To Zunzik. Andreessen trying to zero in on it. Wichita's hold them out right now, but you just get a feeling they're back on their heels here.
Yeah.
One of the few missed plays there, miscommunication on that one. Goes out to Wichita. Cade Martin throws it in. Chandler Dwyer Tried to play AR, but the AR said no. It's Wichita's throw in.
He's English.
Yeah.
What a shock. I can only relate. I'm the same. Got to ask her everything. If you don't ask, you don't get.
Yep. Dropping in there, Zamora, and then the foul on the Menace. You see the shadows moving over the field here. Set up Ayats off the ball, given that 10 yards.
I don't know if you'll notice, but there's only one defender back. I don't know if you can see that on the screen. If the Des Moines Menace can counter early, there could be an opportunity here.
Yeah, he's out of the frame, but here's the kick by Ando.
There's that counter-attack we mentioned. No, can't quite get it out of his feet. Played it quickly.
Orvino across, beautiful pass over there, and it'll be the foul, and that'll be card, I believe. Let's see, yep.
That's a red card. Last man challenge, denying a goal scoring opportunity. I just mentioned earlier from that corner, there wasn't many plays back, so the Des Moines Menace, they were always going to hit on the counter-attack. Managed to outnumber Wichita at the back. And of course that last man just takes out the player, Manuel Busquets. And they're now down to 10 men.
So we'll see that free kick.
This contest just got a whole lot harder now for Wichita. They were already struggling with finding themselves teammates, spaces to play in. It's going to be even harder now.
Joshua Frederick with the yellow. And this will be a straight on.
I think that was a red for Joshua Frederick.
What's that?
I think that was a red.
Was it a red?
Frederick. Yeah, he's gone.
That one knocked away. It'll be a corner.
Just tried to curl that around the wall. Manuel Busquets trying to take the opportunity that he was denied. Joshua Frederick.
I didn't see him give the red. But you're right. It was a dog so 9 goals go. So now the third corner for the Menace. And this one is knocked away by Olumfari. Another quarter.
Playing against the Des Moines Menace is tough enough, but to do it with 10 men, it's going to be a very steep challenge.
Reno sets up the corner again. Stops and then sends it out high. Back over. And in there, he's looking for Andreessen. Went over Andreessen. So there's a goal.
Alberto Suarez. Great composure, turn and finish, especially for a defender of that quality. Another one who's had to be patient for his minutes on the field. Challenging with great centre-backs within the club. Jordan Skelton, Siva Haugli, Danny Fernandez. It's always going to be tough to try and get minutes on the field, and that's how you take your chance.
Take a look at the replay here. Rebounds out there, good header into him, turns and fires it back across.
Finish. You think he's a striker.
You get that keeper to his left a little bit and then back across his body. He had no chance to come back over.
3 goals down, a red card. Wichita got nothing to lose at this point.
had been cleaned out of there.
It's a mistake from Sibit Hargley at the back there. It's a rare one.
Menace back up now, pressuring. Outside to Cade Martin. Martin loses it out to the Menace. Dwyer sends it to the right side. Suarez's first goal of the season. And that one almost snuck through, but Cade Martin did a good job to jump on it late.
Well, one back there by Chandler Dwyer, once again in the attacking half.
Ayat sends it over. Andreessen outside. Gets it back. And that will go out to the Menace. Over to the left to Horvino. Sends it in, gets it back. Off the left side. Over, header, goal!
A lot of space opening up there for Neil Ayats to execute once again. Well picked out from Alex Horvino. See that quality every day on the training ground. They could really run away with this, Des Moines Menace. Not a bad way to open up your home debut. Neil Ayats, 2 goals.
Ian got the replay here.
Great combination play down this left-hand side. Opens up a lot of space. You see there, 3 defenders get sucked into Seber Andreasen.
Perfectly placed back to Ayats.
Leaves the space wide open there for Neil. It's a well-worked goal. Great team goal. You can't help but feel for Wichita here. It's going to be a very long night for them.
Four nothing here in the 29th minute. Menace now up. And then Ayats. Andreessen. Keeps the defender with him, drops it outside. Switch field. Horvino. Little footwork there, sends it in, almost. Andreessen just about misdirected it in.
Yeah, if Andreessen can just get in front of his man there a little earlier, I think there was a goal there for him.
And taken away by a Dwyer, but they call a foul.
So I think stopping for a water break right now. 30 minutes in.
We'll do that. It feels cooler than what it was when we started, but they will take a break here, and we'll take a break too. Let's do that. We'll be back with more after this on CISN.TV.
New spin on casual dining near Drake University. Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers. Craveable faves, flatbreads, delicious burgers, frozen cocktails, and a crazy cool vibe. Get to Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers today.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
The Chicken in Orilla is a classic roadhouse joint serving chicken any way you want. All hand-cut, hand-breaded, and 100% satisfying. Chicken. Just like your mama used to make. Bring the whole fam for all their favorites, and chicken so good you'll know why we could only call ourselves the Chicken. In the middle of nowhere, but just minutes from everywhere.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Back to action out of the water break. Menace get control back here. They're up 4-0 here in the first half. Ayats with 2, Thomas with 1, and Suarez with the other. Back on the attack again. Thomas.
It's a great delivery. It's just no one there. See a lot of space opening in the wide areas as the Menace shift Wichita from side to side.
The wind knocked down by the Menace. Sent across by Endo. Taken back by the Menace. For Hayats there, defender steps in.
Yeah. That's better from Wichita. It's a good combination of play.
Trying to get it up the side, Kido. But it'll go out to the Menace. The problem is you fall behind and then you start trying to play faster, and the faster you play, the sloppier it seems, and you get it kind of. It's easy to sit up here and say, well, you got to slow it down and move it up, but.
Yeah, Wichita just need to concentrate on connecting their passes, looking after their touch. Just getting a rhythm for the game.
Marino goes inside.
Easier said than done.
Back. Thomas Mack gets it back and wide.
It's a great combination play again.
Urbino sends it in there. Head, a goal! Andreessen?
Yep. It's a great delivery from Alex Urbino. As we've said many times, a lot of chances coming from the wide areas.
And let's take a look at that again here. Urbino runs it down and just puts it right in the right spot. Goal number 5. For the Menace. Drayson, his first goal of the season. 2 assists for Urbino.
The Des Moines Menace, they can get as many goals as they want here tonight. It's going to be a long, long night for Wichita.
That one doesn't get quite through the gap that time. Andreessen there. Well, I will say in the last few years that I've been doing the games, I haven't seen in this division many games like that get, that's pretty tight. Understandable, Wichita, a new team here, but
just that the Moines Menace are levels above, it's clear.
Yeah, kind of shows what level they're at right now. As you look back at that series with Caw Valley, the first one 1-0, and then you come back here. Okay, it was fairly tight, but they ended up getting that goal before the half, and then getting one in the second half, and really kind of held the challenge off from there. And this one just precision passing here. But there's a step in, back the other way. Goes Keto now. Menace defenders recover, get back.
Defenders got well to surround the player there. All the space ahead of him at one point.
That is open opportunity for a moment, but now defenders back. Martin sends it up toward the goal, and that's going to hit over the top for a goal kick. The best opportunity they've had here tonight to try to answer the Menace scoring. Menace back at it. Again, outside Horvino on the left side. And this time nobody in the box there on the receiving end of that. As you're a defender down there looking up and seeing 17, you're like starting to sweat a little bit, aren't you, down there?
For sure.
As he's coming in. He's going to keep it on the ground and get by you, or we're going to send that pass through.
He's got great technique in the way he manipulates the ball, crosses the ball. You see it so often. He's another one that may be limited in game time this season. He's for sure taking his chance tonight down that left-hand side. The usual figure of Moses Mensah is usually there. He's a great player as well. So the Des Moines Menace have a lot of depth throughout the field.
And that will be a throw now for Wichita. As we're into the 40th minute here of the first half. Keto, and Wichita will keep possession. Free kick. Set it in, doesn't quite get the penalty area there. Still rattling around. But kind of the story tonight for Wichita, you touch the ball and there's going to be 2 to 3 black shirts around you. They will get a corner, their first corner of the night.
Wichita leaving 2 back this time. Some cover for that counter-attack that led to a goal earlier in the game.
Swinging in outside, headed toward Bondre, and he handles it. And the hasn't had a lot of minutes either, Bondre, but what I've seen of him, he's played well in the time that he has.
Yep, Holden's played every minute of every game so far.
I think it was that exhibition where Bondre played.
That's right, that's correct, yeah. He had 45 minutes there.
Yeah.
Great goalkeeper, he's more than capable. He's not had as many as touches today, but that's where you see the quality in these goalkeepers to be ready when needed. He may not have a lot to do, but there may be an opportunity later in the game he needs to be ready for.
42nd minute here of the first half. Just working it. Have a three-man weave there for a while, and then that will go wide. Walid Baru, the keeper. Wichita will.
Them drum's not broke yet.
It seems louder tonight than it has been, doesn't it? Yeah. For some reason. I don't know.
I guess they've got a lot to shout about. 5 goals up.
Yeah.
Inside 35 minutes.
Back over. Menace just taking their time, and then just as they say that, they lob it up ahead. Knocked out by Keto.
There's Neil Ayatike winning the ball high up the field.
And, whoa, that one was down a little bit, and you got one right in the right corner.
Great performance from him in the first half. 2 goals. Pressing really high, winning the ball in some dangerous areas, creating some opportunities. Not a bad home debut for the boy.
Drop it back there to Bondre. And up the side, Horbino on the run, as is Busquets. He fires across his body, but right to the keeper.
Great determination to get a shot off there. I feel like he could have had a foul earlier in the build-up. Great strength to try and get a shot away. Hold off some defenders. It's all over the park. It doesn't seem like Wichita can deal with the quality of Des Moines. Defense, midfield, attack.
Andreessen sends it back out. Knocked away for the moment. Looking to counter, but the Menace step in again. You can't take your time and look, survey the field very long, because the Menace are going to be there to fill those gaps.
Yeah, the Menace enjoying themselves very much, wanting to be on the ball. Can't take this for granted, though. You have to keep connecting your passes, keep making those plays, score as many goals as you can.
Ayats fires wide.
Needs to not get complacent with these 5 goals. You've got to treat it as if it's a 0-0 game. And just keep plucking away at Wichita.
The fourth official has indicated a minimum of 2 minutes of extra time will be added to the first half.
2 minutes extra time here.
It's a free header in the middle there for Chandler O'Dwyer. No challenge from Wichita. Even passes like that, splitting 2-3 midfielders in one play. Those sort of things can't happen at this level.
Vito. Dwyer sends it over. It's long and high.
The way I know Alberto Suarez, I could have put my life on the fact he was going to shoot from there. See him do it every day in practice. Seen them go in a few times. I've also seen them smash a few windows.
Yeah. So you're saying he's got a strong leg, is what you're saying.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what he can take out of that.
Back in the middle.
He's done well to evade some pressure there.
Extra time winding down here, the first half. Drops it back to Eric Carter. Up to Keto. Back to Carter now. And there's the whistle for the half. Menace up 5-0 here in the first half. We'll take a break, come back, talk a little bit about that first half, what happened there, and recap it a little bit after this on CISN.TV.
Used vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel, dent, and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Pizza by the rules? No thanks. That's never been our style. At Fong's, we're all about making great pizza with handmade crust and premium toppings. From a new spin on the classics and truly Iowan originals to our world-famous crab rangoon, this is how Fong's does pizza. Side your pizza with one of our signature appetizers and a tiki drink. Eat in or take out. Ankeny, Drake neighborhood on Forest, and downtown. Fong's Pizza.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
At Mid-American Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades, all to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
With over 260 beers on tap, El Bait Shop isn't just another craft beer bar. It's the best. Beer lovers know El Bait Shop, 200 Southwest 2nd.
Welcome back here at halftime at Valley Stadium. The Menace up 5-0 over Wichita. Dar Danielson and Ami here with you. And perfect first half for the Menace there. Everything they wanted, moved the ball around, took some good passes, good scoring opportunities, and took advantage of it.
They did, yeah. They've not faced much of a threat from Wichita. The Des Moines Menace threatening all over the park, to be honest. So, yeah, going down to 10 men did not help for Wichita with that red card quite early in the first half, so it's always going to be an uphill climb for them, which I'm sure it will be in the second half. So now they've just got to forget about the score, concentrate on connecting their passes, and try and get a bit of possession here against the Des Moines Menace.
Had the IATs with 2 goals. Thomas, Suarez, and Andreessen all got on the score sheet here tonight. And it's good to see some of those guys that you talk about. They work hard and sometimes don't get the minutes all the minutes in
That's
there,
it,
but taking advantage of it here when they can.
So, there's a lot of chances there for boys that sometimes don't play. And, what a way to take their opportunity. A couple of goals, clean sheet, let's not forget, is very, very important. And some great performances out there so far.
I guess for the Menace, just, as you said, keep the pressure on, keep making those passes, don't get lazy with them, and keep executing. And for Wichita, they've tried throughout the first half to keep finding a way to get through, but every time it seemed like they got a touch, then there were 2 or 3 Menace players right on them and not getting the chance to look up and even, on the first touch, get rid of that ball. Yeah,
there's a lot of pressure from the Des Moines Menace. That's something they want to do against every team, and doing it very, very well today. The pressing as a team, 2, 3, 4 players going at a time, and it's really killing the space for Wichita to play and try and work their way out of. So it was always going to be difficult, but the way in which the Des Moines are coming at them, it's even more so.
Well, we're at halftime. The Menace up 5-0 here. They're doing the old chuck for a buck on the field. Have you ever tried that?
I haven't, no.
I
don't think I want to either. I'm better with a ball at my feet than in my hands.
I don't know. I used to play a little softball and baseball, but it's precision there, but they're playing that on the field here at the half. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk a bit more about the first half. That's coming up after this on CISN.TV.
You feel the love, and you see all types of people, colors, genders, races, and that's what counts.
Iowa Tap Room than you may realize. Housed in a building nearly as old as Iowa itself, the Iowa Tap Room greets you with a harvest of 120 Iowa craft beers on tap from all corners of the state. And the food doesn't get much more Iowa than this. The Iowa Tap Room, all Iowa beer, one amazing place.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does.
In 10 minutes or less, let Schottenkirk Chevy make you an offer on the spot for your vehicle regardless of make, model, condition, or value. With our early lease termination program, we can help you get out of your lease whether you bought from us or not. Click, call, or stop in to get an offer for your car in 10 minutes or less.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
There's a new spin on casual dining near Drake University. Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers. Craveable faves, flatbreads, delicious burgers, frozen cocktails, and a crazy cool vibe. Get to Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers today.
With over 260 beers on tap, El Bait Shop isn't just another craft beer bar. It's the best. Beer lovers know El Bait Shop, 200 Southwest 2nd, Des Moines.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
The Chicken in Orilla is a classic roadhouse joint serving chicken any way you want. All hand-cut, hand-breaded, and 100% satisfying. Chicken, just like your mama used to make. Bring the whole fam for all their favorites, and chicken so good you'll know why we could only call ourselves the Chicken. In the middle of nowhere, but just minutes from everywhere.
Here at halftime, Des Moines Menace up over Wichita 5-0. Danielson here. Ami, what would you be doing if you weren't up here with me during the game?
I'd probably be down there watching, supporting
just
the boys.
Watching? You don't have any particular duties during the game, or
Nope, not really. Just pass on our luck and try and support the lads as best we can and get them over the line.
Well, we appreciate you sitting in here. Justin Borster with his soccer teams been on the road, and he does a lot of good work with the youngsters, and
that's great,
bringing them through here. And let's take a look here upcoming for the Menace on the schedule. We'll have Wichita again on Friday.
I'm sure Wichita are not looking forward to that.
No. And then there's a little break, and it's at Wichita as the homestand will end here for the Menace. And then
I'm sure they're not looking forward to that either.
No. And then something that the Menace are probably looking forward to, but not too much, is Chicago. As Chicago right now undefeated in the League Two. So that is going to be a matchup that'll be an interesting one to watch. The first one is on the road at Chicago, and then back here on July 7th against Chicago. And then they wrap up the season on July 10th against St. Louis. So a few games left there, and
still a lot to play for.
Still a lot to do. I know they'd like to keep that record intact, perfect record intact as they play through here. Let's talk a little bit about Kingsford Haji. He was injured, but he's getting treatment on that. But he also is, you say, has a tryout coming up too. Is that right?
Yeah, I've spoken to him recently. He's gone back to his school to do some rehab on his ankle. And he's got an opportunity to go show what he's got at a higher level. And we wish him all the best and hope he can prove to those above that we've seen here week in, week out, every day on the training ground. He's definitely got the quality. So hopefully he can get that ankle right, and he's got nothing to worry about going into the opportunities that he has.
Yeah, that was the only game he had. He scored in every game up to that one, and then went out with the injury early on and did not score. But best of luck to him as he rehabs and looks to higher things too. That'd be it's always fun to see the players.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see him back here in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
He's not done here
toward the end of the season, and see that happening. And for the fans out there too, if you want to come out, it's a higher level of soccer, and I found that out after seeing my kids play in rec league and then seeing some of the other games and doing some high school games. Then you get out here and it's just like ramps up. The level is it's just amazing as you see it.
Some of the best players in college football playing out here tonight, future MLS prospects, USL prospects. So for sure, it's a great season. It's a great year to come and watch some really quality players. The next opportunity for that to happen is obviously this Friday. So for sure, get yourself out here if you can. Some great talent on display. It's definitely worth the watch.
And as we talked about, they have the chuck for the buck. They have other things they do to make it fun along with the soccer, and especially like tonight. If you like scoring, you've seen a lot of that here, and so a lot happening here at the Menace games. Let's do this. Let's take one more break. We'll do that, and we should be ready to come back. Be about ready to kick off the second half here. At halftime, the Menace up 5-0 over FC Wichita on CISN.TV.
A new spin on casual dining near Drake University. Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers. Craveable faves, flatbreads, delicious burgers, frozen cocktails, and a crazy cool vibe. Get to Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers today.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
The Chicken in Orilla is a classic roadhouse joint serving chicken any way you want. All hand-cut, hand-breaded, and 100% satisfying. Chicken, just like your mama used to make. Bring the whole fam for all their favorites, and chicken so good you'll know why we could only call ourselves the Chicken. In the middle of nowhere, but just minutes from everywhere.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand in hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Back here at Valley Stadium, you see the Menace to your left on the screen in the huddle, getting ready to start the second half. Wichita in red on the right of the screen.
It's going to be a great uphill challenge now for Wichita to try and challenge the Des Moines Menace. 5 goals down at the half. Let's see what they've got.
Got that red card early on.
Yeah.
And let's see. You see anybody new come into the lineup? I know we saw some.
I think I see Alexi Morel there coming into the game.
Number 18, Alexi Morel.
And it looks like Neil Ayats is the one being removed. Great first half from him. He'd be very, very happy. Time to rest up.
Yeah, he scored in the 3rd minute and the 28th minute. Ayats did. So 2 of the 5 goals as we're back underway here. And Ando sends it up the field, but Menace take it back. Menace now switch. They'll be going toward the south goal here at Valley Stadium.
Straight away, you see the way that the Des Moines Menace is set up, very similar to the first half. And the way they're playing right now is more of the same. Keep the ball moving, shift it side to side. It's lucky from Lucas Barnett's a mistake.
And then a foul coming back, kind of slow that run there. That's one thing that always happens. You start talking about them doing well, and
that's it. One thing they call it in England is called curse of the commentator.
Yeah, that's we call it our announcer jinx. It's like in basketball. You say, oh, he hasn't missed a free throw tonight, and then he misses the very next one. But,
of course he does.
You know, that's the way it goes. Here's back the other way.
It's Alexi Morel with some early touches there in the half.
Yep, as we just talked about. Now, Dreesen drops it back to Thomas. They'll go back over to the other side. Suarez. We got the 3rd goal of the night.
Great opportunity to get as many goals as they want here at Des Moines. An opportunity as well for the likes of Alexi Morel. Doesn't really get regular minutes to make the most of this.
And McGuire set it up. Now back to the middle. And on the attack, knocked away. Good job by Baru. Morel looking for the goal there. That goes out. That's what the coaches are looking for too, isn't it? They, even though the game's out of hand, you're not just coming in and running around. You're still keeping with your shape, your system, and everything that you're coached to do.
That's it. That's that composure you need, that complacency that you need to keep. You can't take anything for granted in this game.
Thomas. Let's put one in the net. And Dreesen trying to send it back over, now taken by Wichita. Again, they had trouble clearing it all the way out of there. A tackle on the ball. Morel. Back the other way. It'd be nice if those clouds up there in about, give us some 30 minutes after. There's a shot in right to the keeper. I say if those clouds would let it loose with some rain at the end of this match, it'd be nice, but I don't think we're going to get that for a while here. But
I'm sure the Krause family down there won't be very happy with some rain.
Everybody would around here. Across the state, it's been dry all over. Back up.
Has to check his shoulder there, Alexi Morel. He's good enough. Little things like that are the difference between keeping the ball and losing it.
Back over to Michael Turner. He'll drop it back to his keeper. He sends it up. Under pressure. Morgan goes down, but it'll stay with Wichita. And Zamora steps in there. And it'll be the Menace throw.
Doesn't look like there'll be much of a threat from Wichita once again in the second half. The Moines Miners keeping the ball very well. Enjoying a lot of the possession. As I keep saying, though, you can't take that for granted. Have to keep it going.
Looking for Morel up, now up Thomas. Back to Morel. Andreessen. Thomas. Drop it back there to Suarez.
That's more like it from Alexi Morel.
Morel back out to Thomas. Thomas, was trying to get it through there to Andreessen. Juarez keeps it alive. I try to do my part. I washed my truck yesterday, and usually when I wash it, then it rains, but even that didn't work. Here's the Menace, inside, knocked away. It'll be a corner. They put it into play quickly. Set it in. Morel tried to trap it there, but now it goes out. Oh, nice misdirect back in.
The Moines Menace winning every second ball, every second phase. Very, very difficult for Wichita to get a spell of possession here.
Yeah.
Just seems to be chance after chance coming for Des Moines.
Yeah, they're just playing defense right in front of their own goal here this whole several minutes. That's across. Back over the side of the net for a goal kick.
Again, there's a great opportunity there with James Thomas whipping those balls across the 6-yard box. Strikers like Sepp Andreas, and if he wants to score, he needs to get in those sort of positions. He could have had 2 or 3 of those today if he wanted to.
Walid Baru sets it up. And that will go to the Menace on the foul.
It's a great switch of play.
Over to Thomas.
Space opens up on the left-hand side now for that switch. There we go.
Drop it back. Into the middle. Suarez Lobs it up over, and Andresen trying to get the head on it.
Put the ball in the wrong goal there. Scoring field goals instead of soccer goals. I feel like the fans are more excited for shirts getting thrown into the crowd.
And they're doing it the old-fashioned way with the throw, not the T-shirt cannon.
That's it, yeah.
Battle for it. Wichita. It's away, but it's taken away as they try to get it through as Hogley steps in. Knocked out to the Menace. I've also seen him use one of those mini blimps where they come over and they drop stuff sometimes
yeah.
into the crowd. Not here, but at other.
Yeah, the Menace quite aren't up to that yet, with everything else going on.
Looking in there for Burrell. That'll stay with the Menace. Lucas Borner right in the action there. Now up the side. Thomas to the goal. Kicked it back, but defenders there.
The intentions are there from James Thomas. Trying to get to the byline, open up a gap to play that ball in towards the 6-yard box. It's a good turn.
Back outside now into the middle. And that'll go back to Wichita.
I feel like the Red Army have finally put those drums away. I feel like they've kind of broke.
They wore themselves out in that first half with the 5 goals, I think. Figured out, wow, we don't need to drum up any excitement right now. The Menace have this well in hand here.
It shows. Last half, they had 3 goals by now. I think they heard us. That's a great switch of play. Alex Avano could have just got on the end of that.
Ryan Landry back there defending for Wichita. Looks like we're going to have some substitutes come on here for the Menace. Looks like Jordan Skelton and Storm Strongen will be coming in.
Looks like he's changed a few personnel there. Sivit Haugli looking like he's gone into the middle of midfield. Be interesting to see how he does there. James Thomas just dropping into the right at the centre backs. Storm Strongen coming onto that wing back position.
And there's Thomas we talked about. Strongen's been getting some good minutes, too, off the bench here.
Yeah, he's a warrior.
He's
a good player, Storm Strongen.
Comes in with some good fresh legs in the games.
Capable of scoring some good goals, connecting some plays, creating opportunities.
Up in the middle, back. And just a little too much there. We get into the 60th minute.
It's a rare touch here for Ethan Boundary, goalkeeper today.
That's the first time he's touched it this half so far.
It's one of those positions you don't really want to have anything to do, but I'm sure he's getting pretty lonely back there.
Kind of like that AR on the other side. He's hanging right around the half and hasn't had to move a lot.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be no press coming from Wichita, no pressure. It's making it very easy for Des Moines to keep the ball.
Switch it over. Strongen.
Good patient play from the Menace. Just shifting the ball, just keeping it, not forcing anything.
Thomas outside, strong and now back.
Trying to open up some gaps. High up the field. It's a great ball. Has to do better with that, Alex Oveno.
Ryan Landry stepped in on defense there. Now down toward the touchline.
It's a good challenge. That pressure again from the Menace, winning the ball high up the field, creating an opportunity now for a set piece, which I'm sure there'll be many players lining up to take. Let's see who puts in the highest bid.
Yeah, everybody wants those right outside the box, don't they?
Even I won this one. I might even go down there myself. James Thomas, it looks like, taking his authority as captain. I've seen him put these away.
Well, he's used those blue shoes to get a goal already tonight, so.
That's it.
You know, he
doesn't really get one. Now he could get two in one night. Then I'll definitely not hear the end of it.
Set up the wall.
A lot of space for Alex Oveno there down the left-hand side if he very disguisedly play him in there. It's very tempting once you see that.
And goal! Hammers it home.
That's a great free kick from James Thomas. Oh, God. That's the summer taken care of for his conversations. God help us.
Do you want to pause and go down and get his autograph, or no? I'm sure he'll offer it to you later, huh? Yeah, that was a great strike, though.
It was a great strike. He's got a lot of quality in that free kick.
Got it? Okay.
Here it is. As I said before, it's very tempting to play Oveno down that left-hand side. The goalkeeper very dominantly on his right. James Thomas spots that space on the left-hand side of the goal. He'd be watching that back for sure.
It looks like, was it Strongen that hit one just about like that? Or was it Haugley in the middle? I kind of lost track now through these games.
I'm not too sure.
But puts second goal for Thomas, puts the Menace up 6-0 here in the 64th minute.
He'll be putting them soccer cleats in a chamber. Looking after them very well.
Menace back at it. Drayson in there. Sends it out wide. Back across.
James Thomas coming into support.
Through.
See what he's trying to do there, just wrap his foot around the defense. Try and get that ball flat inside the 6-yard box.
Menace again controlling.
Fancy a game, Dar? I think we could go out there and have something to say. You got your cleats with you?
Yeah. No, but
I'm sure those shoes will do.
You've never seen me play soccer, have you?
Never seen Wichita either, but
I didn't play as a kid. It wasn't as big a game then. It was starting to pick up. My roommate in college played on a club team here in Dowling back when it was still club sport before it became a varsity sport for high school.
Yeah.
But
yeah, there's a lot of opportunities here for clubs around the country. It's a progressing sport. A lot of opportunities open up with new teams.
I've refereed a lot of
Okay.
youth games, though. Done that a lot. Done that for
So
about
you've had a lot of James Thomas kind of
7
players
years.
arguing with you.
Yeah,
What it is.
Well, the nice thing about me with being a little bit older than the youth, they sometimes will listen to me.
Try Europe. Try England.
Yeah. Now, the parents, sometimes that's been another issue.
Yeah, they're worse than the players, some of them.
But even there, I will say they see my silver hair and they think that he must know a little bit about the game. He's been doing this a while. And that's the sad thing, too. You get the young referees, and sometimes they get it on them a little bit. But
yeah,
if I'm working with them, I try to make sure that, hey,
they're put in their
do
place.
that and trying to get them to say, hey, just, call your game. As we'll go with the corner here for the Menace. Used to frustrate my son, he's kind of how I got into refereeing. He wanted to do it, so I said, I'll go with you. And then he'd be doing the young kids' games, and they'd run into each other and fall over. And the parents would start screaming, foul. And he goes, don't they know? And I said, no, they don't. We're still learning a lot about the game here at the levels. I mean, it's gotten better, but
it's getting there. It's getting there.
You know, on Menace, that's one of the things they've done too with work with the younger kids, and that they have a tournament, and I've refereed in that before.
There's a lot of summer camps
youth
as well going on through the summer.
Yeah,
you can find information about those online.
Because that's the way you got to build the sport is up through.
That's it. For the youth. Because Pro Iowa coming into play as well, the professional club coming to Des Moines. Great opportunity to get involved in the sport in the state.
And there's some debate about, like in high school, it happens in the summer and everybody's off on vacation and doing things, and you don't, you get the parents coming out, but maybe the fans not as much sometimes, but.
Well, there's plenty of watch tonight for the fans. We just see Rashawn Walks coming on to replace Sepper Andreasen. Another opportunity for a player who gets limited on minutes. He's one that provides a lot of energy in the attacking third, a lot of pace. But hopefully he can take his chance tonight. There's plenty of goals there for him to be scored.
And that will go out to the Menace. And you said you play cricket. Is that something you start real young, or when do you start playing?
Yeah, I started in school. I started in school to play cricket. It's pretty big in England, and there's a lot of counties that play. And yeah, I represented my school. I was a bowler, 5th or 6th in the batting. And yeah, that was something I enjoyed in school. I never really took it any further. But yeah, I'm a lot better with my feet in soccer, put it that way.
Well, my best game was American football because I could run into people, crash, and knock them down. That was...
Yeah, earlier today we were here at the ground and there were some footballers out here. I had a go at kicking a field goal. Took me 3 attempts to actually hit it between the goal line, or whatever they're called, goal posts. Don't know how they do it in the NFL from 40, 50, 60 yards so consistently.
Yeah. Well, my senior year in high school, we had an exchange student from Sweden, and he was like a guy who came out to play, and real skinny guy, but he played soccer, and man, he kicked all our extra points and kicked a few field goals, you know, and
it's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah. But a lot of soccer players in that, and then you see a lot of Australian rugby players becoming punters.
Yeah, rugby's very big in England too.
For football, you know.
It was never my game, rugby.
Yeah.
I get hurt too much. I get hurt too much in soccer, to be honest.
Menace still working here. Drop it back.
Still trying those combinations, trying to link up the play between defence and midfield. Trying to create some opportunities for the forwards. It's a half we expected. A lot of possession from the Menace. Patient play. Wichita have struggled to get out of this half.
Middle there. To get the drum back out.
Oh, they found it.
Yeah.
Wonder where they lost that. That's what a James Thomas goal has on the effects.
Yeah. Go. I'll drop it back. But speaking of Thomas,
he's eyeing up a hat trick. Who'd have thought it?
And just
up over Sean Walks.
Over Walks, yeah. And flag is up offside.
I think that's another substitute for the Menace, preparing to come on. Looks like Nazim Bartman, if my eyes are good.
Up ahead, flick out. Strongen. And blocked out by the defender.
He loves that drive into the field. Strongen likes to cut inside, get into a shooting position. I've seen him do it many times.
And looks like we'll get that substitute.
Looks like James Thomas isn't going to get his hat-trick after all.
No.
2 goals will do for the boy. So he comes off to get some rest.
Bartman will come in.
Kyle Kraus, the water boy's back at it. The MVP of the game, as usual. Doing his job.
Fans giving him a little cheer there.
Putting the money in, making all of this possible, providing the waters. Love to see it. Is that number 59 he has on the back of his jersey too? Surely that's not his age. He looks 21. He might kill me watching this back. You won't see me here on Friday, Dar.
I was just saying, you're laying a little too much sugar on the owner there. Up ahead, and for the first time this half, the Wichita making a little bit of a run here. Luke
Time
Mills.
to enjoy this now for Des Moines. Enjoy the time they have in a comfortable game. Get some touches on the ball, some chances to score. In front of their home fans, of course.
And there's a foul on Wichita. The referee says, no, bring the ball back here. And they get it back into play.
Great composure from Skelton at the back.
And goal kick.
With James Thomas going off. Sievert Haugly's dropped back into that back 3. Open up a position in the midfield for Nazim to drop into.
We throwing footballs.
Looks like t-shirts again.
T-shirts again. Oh,
I think that's what's got the crowd most excited. 6 goals not enough for them.
This is America. Free t-shirts is everything. Menace will be back on the 7th back home, I think. I don't know if they're doing fireworks this year or...
Potentially. Remains to be seen.
Last couple of years before the season was canceled last year, they had some good fireworks shows.
Getting a lot of good touches on the ball here, Des Moines. Keeping the ball, shifting it from side to side. Wichita just limiting the space in the defensive third, trying to keep nice and narrow, nice and tight. Trying to stop the Des Moines from having easy access towards the goal.
Mills knocks it out of there. Back up, Mo, nice back. Oh,
that's a great touch from Alexi Morel. Not too sure where Storm Strongen's kicking that one.
Yeah, just
lost his balance there, I think.
Flipped it over to him, and he was trying to get across. I think they're stopping for water here. I think they are.
Yep.
On the 78th minute.
Sun's gone down. What are they stopping for?
Still a little warm out there. We'll take a break here. And we'll be back with more after this on CISN.TV.
Used vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel, dent, and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Pizza by the rules? No thanks. That's never been our style. At Fong's, we're all about making great pizza with handmade crust and premium toppings. From a new spin on the classics and truly Iowan originals to our world-famous crab rangoon, this is how Fong's does pizza. Side your pizza with one of our signature appetizers and a tiki drink. Eat in or take out. Ankeny, Drake neighborhood on Forest, and downtown. Fong's Pizza.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Back to action here after the water break. In the 80th minute, the Menace had this well in hand. They had 5 goals in the first half, 1 here in the second. Yes. Flip it up, looking to go into the middle there, but
it's better from Wichita. Some good intentions to break the play. Drive forward a little bit, take the game to Des Moines. Got nothing to lose at this point.
Make it outside. Strongen. Over to Bartman.
The game really has settled down now, coming into the last 10 minutes. Nothing new from the Des Moines Menace, keeping the ball moving, creating those spaces, trying to create those angles and those gaps to break down the lines of those passes.
Bandry comes up, probably his second touch of the second half here. And down the middle, good ball right in there.
This is a good ball in a tight space. Wichita not quite getting into the half. Can't get past Sivat Haugli there at the back. Not as much to commentate on in this second half as first half. There's plenty of goals in that first half.
Yeah.
Still enjoying every moment of commentating. I know my college commentator back in Young Harris, John Krieg, is enjoying it. I'm sure I'm not going to hear the end of this when I get back. I'm sure he'll give me some advice.
Well, critique you and take notes.
So, yeah.
Oh, is that on TV or is that?
Yeah, so he commentates for YouTube. We play our games.
Oh,
we
okay, on
games,
YouTube. Okay.
And we have a service called Mountain Lion TV.
Wow.
So the likes of James Thomas has played there, Sabu Andreasen. So me commentating on these boys, these were teammates of mine back in the day.
Mm.
John Krieger knows all about them, so I'm sure he's watching some familiar players out there today. And listening to me instead of commentating on me. I'm sure I give him plenty to talk about.
Well, I've enjoyed it. I liked your insight into the.
It's great to be part of. Side. Yeah, it's great to see this part of the game. You know, these opportunities don't come for me very often.
And that's up and over, because that's one of the things I don't get to do with my other job is just come out and see them and talk to them that.
Yeah.
Hardly at all here and get to know them as much just from up here basically. But
yeah.
You're right there with them.
Yeah, it'd be great for you to come down and meet the boys sometime.
Yeah.
I'm sure they all appreciate you doing what you're doing for them.
It's fun. Keeps me off the streets.
You and me both. See Wichita starting to get frustrated now. There's no fight in the game. They're willing to fight the opposition.
Talking with a little bit there.
It's not many times I get to see the game from above, so yeah, it does put a different perspective on the game.
Well, you know, I wish when I was younger, I'd had this perspective, you know, because you see so much more now, too.
You do. You see a lot of the shapes, transitions.
And where you're going. And, you know, of course, there's players that on the field that they somehow have that sense of where everybody's at.
Yeah,
but
you're right, yeah.
Like I remember when in high school, I played sports. And by my senior year, I was kind of picking it up. But it took me that long. And then, of course, as a broadcaster, I've had a chance to sit up here. And I've also had the chance to pick the brains of a lot of good coaches and see, you know, well, why would you do this here and there? And it's kind of, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Gives you a great insight and a lot of questions to ask. And you see a lot of the spaces opening up. And, yeah, you do wonder how or why they do.
Yeah, why not do it this way or do it that way, you know. And each coach has some different things that you learn from them.
They do, yeah. That's a great time on that left-hand side. It's done very well there.
Hit it. Did it go in? Nope. Hit under the crossbar, but has to go all the way through. And the AR right there looking down the line did not indicate a goal.
Then that's Heriberto Soto down that left-hand side, manipulating the ball very, very well. Taking the game to his opponent, that right fullback position. It's great technical ability from that boy. Definitely one of the top prospects in Division 1.
And let's see the replay of that shot again here. I think we got it. As he comes over, heads it.
That's a great save from the goalkeeper.
Over. Yeah. And it came straight down. It didn't get any bounce back toward the goal there.
That really is a special save from the goalkeeper. Does very well to get a hand and push that onto the crossbar.
Walid Baru.
Great reaction save. Right from a very strong header. He's done very well.
As we get into the final 3 minutes here.
Des Moines Menace can't take this for granted these last couple of minutes. A clean sheet is very important. Not had much of a threat from Wichita, but always have to expect the worst.
They're hustling there.
Could see that coming a mile off.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous play. Tried it once with a slide tackle.
And
that's the easiest yellow card.
Felix Tellez with the yellow.
It's very naughty from the Wichita forward right there. You can see frustrations clear.
Yeah, and that was too. He was hustling hard, and then just like it's been all night, the Menace end up, keeping away, and then things boiled over there.
Yeah, Coach McKeever will be at the officials right now, making sure to protect the players, especially players like Jordan Skelton.
Joshua Frederick got the red card early on, trying to come in, stopping a goal-scoring opportunity.
I've seen red cards come in that sort of form as well. That could have very easily been a red instead of a yellow. Tried it once with a slide tackle and then came in very, very late and aggressively the second time.
Final 2 minutes of regulation here.
It's been a very clean display from Des Moines Menace. Moved the ball very well, kept possession for almost 90% of the game. Now look, they'll take this win going into Friday's game. I haven't taken a lot of confidence from this.
The goal kick here.
One thing to mention as well is going into Friday's game against Wichita as well, same opposition. Cannot underestimate them going into that second game. Might have been a 6-0 game today, but Wichita are going to come out trying to get revenge on Friday.
Have you see a little bit, maybe a little different lineup here?
Potentially, yeah. You'll see a lot of use of the squad from Coach McKeever. You'll see a lot of different players coming into it, equally strong. So I'm sure it'll be just as tough an opponent for Wichita as it is today. The Moines Menace have to approach that like this game hasn't happened. This game has been and gone. Have to focus on keeping a clean game and most importantly getting those 3 points on Friday. Still work to do here, of course, to the last couple of minutes. Red Army making the most of the last couple of minutes today.
We'll see if they add any time, maybe a minute if that, I would think.
There's not been many stoppages today, has there?
No, not in the second half. Not like the last game where we had, what, a 7
minutes, 6 minute at a time, yeah.
Two minutes.
2 minutes.
To come out with a win, nobody really dinged up or injured here too. That's another thing you're always wondering about, especially in this heat. Sometimes you get
Kingsford Adjay will be watching on. Happy with the 3 points today in his absence. Just shows you the quality that you can lose and still have the ability on the field to put in performances like this.
Ray gets a touch. Now up, I think, 3 touches in this half. He hasn't had much work back there in the second half.
He'll be more than happy with that. He'd appreciate the minutes he's got today and kept a clean sheet for the records.
Be a Menace throw. Menace looking to move to 7-0. And
that was a nasty one for Alexi Morel. Bit of impact to his knee, I think. One last opportunity for the Menace. Try and make it 7 tonight.
Thomas is watching from the sidelines, so he won't.
He'll be like, "Nah, coach, put me back in."
Get back in. Urbino. Over to there. Oh, just to the left post there.
That's a great delivery.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that'll do it. Menace winners 6-0 to move to 7-0 on the season here over FC Wichita. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap up this match here on CISN.TV.
A Chicken in Orilla is a classic roadhouse joint serving chicken any way you want. All hand-cut, hand-breaded, and 100% satisfying. Chicken, just like your mama used to make. Bring the whole fam for all their favorites, and chicken so good you'll know why we could only call ourselves the Chicken. In the middle of nowhere, but just minutes from everywhere.
loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does.
In 10 minutes or less, let Schottenkirk Chevy make you an offer on the spot for your vehicle regardless of make, model, condition, or value. With our early lease termination program, we can help you get out of your lease whether you bought from us or not. Click, call, or stop in to get an offer for your car in 10 minutes or less.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
There's more Iowa in the Iowa Tap Room than you may realize. Housed in a building nearly as old as Iowa itself, the Iowa Tap Room greets you with a harvest of 120 Iowa craft beers on tap from all corners of the state. And the food doesn't get much more Iowa than this. The Iowa Tap Room, all Iowa beer, one amazing place.
Is this guy a contractor who does good work or a contractor who needs work? For a reliable recommendation, trust the Better Business Bureau, protecting consumers for over a century. When you go to bbb.org to check out a business, you'll learn if it's BBB accredited, see its grade on customer service, and read honest, useful reviews from local people. For online recommendations you can trust, start with trust at bbb.org/Iowa.
Final here, the Menace out celebrating win number 7, 6-0 over FC Wichita. Daniel Tsunami here with you, and let's run down the scoring. It came early in the 3rd minute here, as with the left foot across the keeper.
Tidy finish from Ayats, great composure.
Ayats the first goal here. Then we move to the 14th minute. James Thomas had Andresen in there, but defender stays with him. He comes in and boom, he's into the left corner. And James Thomas gets the goal. Then we go to the 25th minute. Suarez, and it's headed out of there and headed back down to him. Good turn on it, and right across the keeper once again. That was 3-0 in the first half. Then Ayats back again here as a give and go, and then Horvino sends it right across perfectly. And here's Ayats' second goal. Then in the 35th minute of the first half, again Horvino is there and takes it down to the touchline and across, and Andresen heads it right in, and it was 5-0 at the half. Then the only scoring in the second half came on a free kick by the man with the blue shoes, James Thomas, and just a beautiful shot right in. And that made it 6-0. The Menace there, as they had it, well in hand throughout the match. And early on, just we talked about it, suffocating, closing in on Wichita when they got the ball, nowhere to go with it. And then very well passing and some great passes on the goals that they made here tonight. Yeah,
there was a lot of space that was minimalized for Wichita by the Menace players. There was a lot of pressure added, pressing as a team. It was great to see that intensity from the first minute all the way through the game, really. The Moines Menace completely dominated that game, kept a lot of the ball, didn't allow the opportunities for Wichita to have the passage of play, and that was clear to see through the scoreline that there was no opportunities really for Wichita and plenty for the Des Moines Menace.
All right, well, these two teams back at it again on Friday night. If you can make it, come on out. If you can't, tune in here to CISN.TV. And are you back?
I believe I am.
Oh, you are.
One more game, one last dance.
Good. So we'll be right back here. I want to thank Rachel and Randy and Devin on the crew here tonight as the final Menace go to 7-0. Stay on top of the Heartland Division here with a 6-0 win over FC Wichita. We'll see you on Friday night around 7 o'clock, a little before 7, as we get things going, ready for another matchup between these two, as you see right there. Watch it live on YouTube or CISN.TV. That's going to wrap it up here from Valley Stadium on CISN.TV.